I want some Vampire Diaries updates too from you. Have you watched any more?
So I think, what episode am I on? I think I'm on episode like 8 of season 2. I didn't watch any today, and I only finished like my one episode last night. So I'll probably watch some more this weekend, and I'm gonna download some episodes to watch on the plane when I fly
Well,
on Sunday.
and you have to read Hawk too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am booked and busy, and I have to be reading Fourth Wing because I'm supposed to have book club on Saturday, and I still have what? I don't have that much far. I have this much more I need to read.
oh,
Before.
that's not bad.
No, but it takes a long. This book is like slow going for me. I feel like a kindergartner reading like a high school age book, reading it at some points. Like I feel like it's taking me so long to read.
So are you liking it or no?
I am. I'm just not like obsessed with it. Like it's fine, but I'm just kind of like waiting to like see why everyone is like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
hello everyone. Welcome to SMUT Club. Get on and get on. You're already on.
Get on in
let us know what you're reading.
Yeah.
McKay is reading. What are you reading? Tell everybody what you're reading.
I'm reading Hawk by Jessie Hall. I'm like 25% of the way through, and the boyfriend is about to go out of town on a business trip, so I'm hoping for some cheating.
Go get it.
I'm really liking it though. It is really giving me like after energy, with her being like a good girl and him being like kind of like this tattooed kind of bad boy dude. And also just Hawk is just like hot. Straight up. Sometimes you read a book and you're just like, that is just like what I'd want in a man. And that's kind of how I feel about Hawk right
Doesn't
now.
the cover like make sense now?
With the heart and everything, and like
just the whole vibe. Like, yeah, my cover.
Yes, 100%. I'm like, I don't really understand the like regular cover with the heart or anything yet, but yours, especially the you know what picture I'm talking about? Yeah. Especially that one. But I'm waiting for him to get on a motorcycle. He hasn't driven a motorcycle yet, so I'm waiting for that.
They do the nasty on the motorcycle, and it's
stop. Love. So,
hi, Christina. Hi, Lizelle. Hi, cool gamer.
Hello. What are you reading? Well, I know what you're reading, but do you want to share what you're reading?
You know what I'm reading? Oh yeah, I'm reading 2 books right now. I'm reading The Broken Vows by Catherine Amora, and I'm reading Twisted Game by Ava Ashwood. I think I'm like 30% into that one. It's like I think it's Why Choose, but I haven't gotten to the Why Choose part. So the heroine, she's trying to pay a tuition. She's trying to pay for tuition to go to school. I guess like all her like funding ran out, so she's trying to get a job. She has like no family, and she works at a strip club. And she goes to her boss, and she's like, "I want to like." She's just a bartender, and she's like, "I want to start stripping." And he looks at her, and he's like, "No, like no." She has scars and stuff all over her body. I still don't know anything about that. And he's like, she's like, "I need to make money fast." And he's like, "Okay, well, like, why don't you go into prostitution, basically?" So she's like, "I never thought I'd have to like get this low, like do this to myself, but I'm going to do what I have to do." Like I think there's a reason why she needs to be in school. I just don't know yet. And she goes to like have her first encounter, and like she's with this sleazeball Russian guy. And all of a sudden, like in the middle, when he's about to like with her, she's like, all of a sudden these gunshots break out, and like the guy's like drops dead on top of her, and then the guys take her, like follow her. So it's really good. It's really good so far. I know.
Ooh.
And they're like 2 of them are twins, and then there's like another brother who's a couple of years younger than them. So it's pretty good.
Okay, you're gonna have to keep me posted on that. That sounds fun.
Yeah. And it's really like quick moving too.
Good.
Oh, so good, right, Judy? Oh, I'm so happy. I can't wait to like hold it in our hands.
I know. I want them now. Yeah.
Me too. I want Madame so bad.
Yeah.
That excerpt that she shared, I was like, did you read it?
I did.
So good. so good.
So
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank
excited.
you. Thank you, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Hi, Lexi.
Alrighty.
We gonna chat about it.
Mhm.
Dublin Street by Smithy Young. Oh, I have never read anything by that author. Reading Shy Pages. Okay, I can
Oh,
get that down.
okay,
Okay.
Christina. Sounds
Yeah.
like a good time.
I want something like I've been craving like Sister's Fiance, like something like that kind of
Mhm.
vibe.
Yeah.
I just can't find anything. And it's like hard to narrow down a search, especially like on Amazon or Goodreads to
To
find
find
things like that you want. Yeah, you have to like really dig. And
yeah.
that's finding a winner is what's hard. Okay,
Yeah.
so Don't Stop Me by
Mhm.
Eden Emery. What did
Yeah.
you rate it?
I gave it 3.5 stars. It was one that I'm kind of like neutral on. Like I didn't like hate it. I didn't love it. It was a fun time, but like it just didn't like hit. It wasn't like oh, I can't stop reading this kind of book. I
Okay.
don't-
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
I gave it 5. I freaking loved it. I don't know if it was like I loved the audio. Like the audio was really good. At first I started to read it physically and then I was like, I need to get some stuff done. I'm just gonna switch it up. I thought I don't know, maybe it was just me and maybe like the time that I needed it, but
Mhm.
I loved it. I loved it.
Good.
Now there were some like I think in reality, like looking back, it would be more like a 4.5 because a lot of the stuff like with the organized crime, it was kind of pointless. It's like, that that literally went hardly anywhere with you. So
Yeah.
why did we throw that in there? But
I thought that the end like resolved a little too quick. Like she was literally shot, but like the son basically got her shot and got his mom sent to jail. And then it's like 4 years later, and
mhm.
it's like a couple of chapters, and it's like, oh, he's at their wedding. And I'm like, are we just gonna forget that he did this
Yeah.
all? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I think it was a little abrupt and not necessary. But I don't know. I just thought it was fun. I thought it
It
was
was
fun.
hot. Like
Yeah.
straight up,
Yeah.
it was hot at
Like
least.
she was hot.
Yeah. Who
The
did you
oldest one.
Did you have, like, a clear image in your head? Because for some reason, right from the beginning, I pictured, like, Charlize Theron when she has her, like, really short hair, and for some reason, like, that's who I pictured as her
I
the
did
whole way through.
I don't normally like when like there's like a I don't know because then like so she seemed like she was a little more
Yeah.
masculine, correct? Like she was in
Yeah.
suits and things like that. So I I don't know. I have a friend who I'm like, maybe it's her. Maybe it's her. I shouldn't tell my friend that, but
Oh,
she'd
shoot.
probably be happy about that. But like you know how like yeah, like you said, you pick a face for it and
Yeah.
then I don't know. But
Yeah.
no, I didn't picture her.
It was like her from, like, Mad Max Fury Road. Like, that's how I pictured her. I don't know. It was I That's why I just kind of wished I'm like, because those scenes were so good that were like the club scenes and stuff that I almost just wish it was just like more of that and just kind of like the
Yeah.
forbiddenness of her being like with the son rather than getting like
Yeah.
all of the organized crime stuff involved. I think I would have liked it more if it was just focusing that
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. I tend to like I literally just rate on how I feel. I'm not an analytical person
Mhm.
with books until like afterwards. But I get what you're saying. Like even like oh the limo scenes were hot. Like the
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
she
And
was
then oh,
she was
yeah.
take charge. Like
Uh-huh.
oh god.
And then when Sloane got involved,
Uh, I wanted more Sloan. Sloan was like,
it's
"You want more of me? You come back." I'm like, "Sloan, you better come on,
yeah. I'm
join
like,
the party."
next, take her up on her offer, please.
I know what's happening here.
Um,
Yeah.
I did see at the end of the book that like hers is I don't know if it's out or whatever, but that it's a stepsister's book that's Sloane and like her stepsister is the next book in the series. So I definitely want to check that one out because
Mm.
that sounds good.
I knew I was gonna like Sloan the second she was introduced. I was like,
Mhm.
"This girl, she gonna get off."
Yes, 100%. I
Let's see, what is it called? Is it
think it was like a purple cover.
Her name was Eden Emery, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where's my phone? I
Why
think
is
I
a dog coming up? That's definitely not.
let me.
Oh. Oh, is it Don't
Don't.
Leave Me?
Yeah. Yep.
Is it all sapphic? Like the whole series?
I think so, because I think this is what I read, like the author's acknowledgments and like the note at the end, and then like the little like about the author thing. And I think in the about the author, this is her pen name for like just spicy contemporary sapphic romances. And then I think she writes maybe like paranormal romances, but it's still like sapphic under her other
Hmm.
name, the El May one.
Hmm. Okay.
So
Christina, we're talking about it's called Don't Stop Me, which is like the book club pick Eden by Eden Emery. But the second book is called Don't Leave Me, and that is a stepsister
mhm.
romance.
Yeah.
I have to add that to my TBR. I didn't even think to look farther into the series.
Yeah.
I don't know
So I
when
think good.
Cynthia was one of the ones who she was talking about it. I think because I told her, I'm like, why don't you? She was reading a lot of MM, and I'm like, do you read Sapphic? You need to be reading more Sapphic. And she's like, oh, I should. I actually have this one on my Kindle. And then she read it. I think you listened to the audio too, Cynthia. She's like, dude, it was just bonkers. I just feel like I don't know. I just thought it was so much fun.
Good. I'm glad that you liked it. I maybe should have tried the audio on it. And I think too the other thing is I came off of Garen Parks where I'm like that's a top book of the year for me. So then I think I was like riding so high on that then it's like
That doesn't
it would have been
compare.
hard to like compare, right? Like
Yeah.
whatever I would have read right after. So
Yeah. And I think like too, like sometimes audios can be really like detrimental to my reading experience, and then other times they can make it better.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, it was good, and it was the same narrator, like the same female narrator for both parts, but she like disguised her voice so well in between both of them, which I think that's like really hard to do, especially with women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Yes.
We need more of them.
Yeah, 100%. Who Gianna Darling said that she was writing. I mean, I guess like when is she coming out with any books? But she was writing a sapphic romance.
She is right now.
She said she was like last year, like back when Caution of the Wind was about to come out. She did a lot, like an Instagram live or something, and she was talking about like what books she has on deck, and a sapphic romance was one of them. Was it a Medusa kind of like retelling, and it was going to be sapphic or something? Because it sounded so fucking good. And now who knows? Like I don't know.
Yeah, she's a question mark.
Yeah. I think Lucia should write a sapphic romance. After that scene from Hush Hush, I think that would just be
that scene. That's like a Roman Empire. I think think about it constantly.
That's a new Roman Empire book romance.
Okay, but speaking of Lucia Franco,
yeah,
next month. Well, October 3rd, right? October 3rd, it's released.
Yeah.
Tell Me What You Want. So that's going to be our pick for next month.
Yep.
It's going to be good.
Yes, 100%. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, Lexi. Maybe she'll just come out with all these books and not have to put in work.
Yeah.
She put in work.
Yeah, because already I know that it's like the marketing that she wants to be able to be involved, but I feel like the second she drops a book, that's like a bomb, and everyone's just gonna be like, oh my god, because everyone's been waiting for so long that it's gonna be insane.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot. Isn't there like more books coming out that I'm trying to think. I know like Hopeless, Madame, that what are the other ones? I know Candy Steiner's book, but I don't even know if I'm gonna read that.
King of Greed, Anna Huang's comes out. Liz Tom Ford's book comes out. Elle Kennedy has one coming out.
I feel like there's like one though that people aren't talking about that I was like, oh, Every time I make my TBR, that happens.
Sophie Lark. She has one coming out
No,
now.
she just announced that, right? Didn't she
Yeah.
just announce that?
Yeah. Friday
Oh,
the
Karen Cole. Karen Cole. That's who it
Oh,
is.
what
She's
is
got
that?
a new book coming out. Yeah, but do you like Karen Cole? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I read 2 and like I haven't like loved either of them, but I still want to read Tide.
Yeah. Well, the new one that's like tag teamed from No Tomorrow.
When does that come out?
I don't know. I can't find it. I'm distracted. Somewhere on her page. She might not have even announced it yet. I think it comes out in supposed to be October or November. So sometime soon. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah. I
see.
thought she said
Oh, okay.
this month or next month, but like not setting a date. I don't know. She needs to. I should. I've heard. And I just don't. That cover is just not.
It's
just
not the best, but it's so good.
Okay, but tell me, why is it so good?
It's hate to love, and let me tell you, it is legitimate hate to love. Like they have been they both live in the same trailer park, and they're both motocross racers, and they're like obviously always in competition with that, but their dads like raised each other to hate each other because like they were each other's competition and stuff. So they just like they hate each other, and they always get a rise out of each other. They're always fighting. And even when they start realizing, like, oh, maybe we're like kind of attracted to each other, they still like maintain that hate even when they start hooking up. And they literally throughout the entire book, they still like are always like pushing each other around and like picking fights with each other, literally from start to finish. It's so good. And there's caretaking in it because the one of them, his dad almost like kills it. This is not a spoiler. It's like literally the first chapter. It happens basically. One of their dads almost like beats them until he's like dead. And so then he shows up to his enemy's trailer and is like, he was looking for his older brother and his older brother wasn't there. And then he ended up having to take care of him. But again, they hate each other and he's like, don't touch me. But they end up having to caretake. So good. So good.
Okay, I'll read it. When I don't know, but I'll read it.
Oh,
Karina Halley. I want to read so many of her books right now too. Like the Blood, whatever one, that one. What is it called?
Blood Orange. Yeah.
Blood Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to read Hollow, but that one's a duet now, and she writes long books when she writes like fantasy or anything like that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
There's not enough time.
Yep. Yeah. 1000%. I bet they write another one. There's no way that they don't.
Wait, aren't they writing one right now though? Like not a sapphic, but another book?
Yeah. Yeah. They wrote a standalone, I think, and then they're writing Pirate Girls, which is the second book in the Hellbent series. But I would not be surprised if there's another sapphic one that would come our way. Or even MM. I could see her dipping into MM too.
I don't care what. I'll read it all.
Read it.
I'll read it all. The only series that I cannot get into is The Devil's Night. I just like I want to read all of them, but they are so long and
Yeah.
I cannot commit right now. It's so hard. It's so hard.
And I do think Corrupt is like in my opinion the worst book of the series. I know some people do really love it, but that's the first one and you have to read them in order. Like you really do. So it's not one that you can even skip. So I think it's a hard one to get into, but the middle 2 books are just like god tier. They're so good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's always like when I'm in the middle of reading something, I'm like, oh, I could be reading this. I could be reading this. This sounds really good right now. And then I'm going to finish this and then everything's going to sound terrible.
100%.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. I love vampires. So I'll read anything with a vampire in it.
I started Black Sunshine, the audiobook of that one, because that one's on my Hoopla.
Oh, yeah.
By her. And I'm liking it so far. I'm not very far in. I'm like 5 or 6 chapters, but it's
Yeah.
pretty good. See?
She's very talented to be
Mhm.
able to write like so diversely too.
Yeah. Dude, that's the other thing. They're grabbing each other's throats all the time because they, like, literally are, like, so aggressive with each other. Oh my god, every time. Got me.
So I think McKay, your favorite's Kill Switch, right? Or Hideaway?
Hideaway is my favorite book, but Damon, whose book is Kill Switch, is my favorite of them all.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know. I really loved Kai in Corrupt.
Mhm.
Like I literally didn't even care about Michael or any of them. I was just like, no,
Yeah.
just give me Kai.
His book's so good. And with Banks, oh, I love her. She's a girl. I think you'll like her too, Cheyenne.
Really?
Mhm.
That's the next book, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, I want to do that. I want to go back and read like my all-time, like the books that I say are my all-time favorite books that I haven't read in years and see if
Mhm.
they hit the same.
Doesn't that kind of scare you a little bit? Because what if it doesn't?
Because then I'm like bullshitting a bullshitter. Because I'm like, how long have you been saying this, Cheyenne? You've been saying this is your favorite book for how long now? And how long
Yeah.
has it? How long have you? Or how long has it been since you've read it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Birthday Girl is one of the ones where I'm like, I know I'll always love that book. I will
Yeah.
always love that book. I've reread it so many times and it hits just the same.
Mhm.
But and that's how I was nervous to read after. But I loved it the same.
So good. So
Crossfire.
good.
I loved it the same. And now I'll probably never reread that one again. But
Mhm.
you
But
know.
I know. I'm scared. I think I'm most scared to do that with Sweet Dandelion. I'm like, because I know that feeling it gave me the first time, and I don't know if, not that it wouldn't give me the same feeling, but I think it was just like the newness of the story and everything. Where now that I know where it goes, like I just don't know if it would hit the same, and so I
Mhm.
don't know if I'll ever reread that book, and I'll just keep being like, it's my favorite book.
Just protect it. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever reread No Tomorrow either.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
that's an emotional book to read too. And it's
Mhm.
long and you gotta go through a lot to
Yeah. To
get
get
through it. So
yeah. Oh, yes, I did, Kat. I saw that first thing when I woke up in the morning because like Facebook always gives you like the birthday notification. So I get on there to like click out of it. And that was right at the top of my Facebook feed. And I was like, let me read this. Oh, what a way to start the day. That was, thank you. Again, why they need to write a sapphic romance. It's there.
yeah. I think there needs to be more anyways. Like I'm trying to think of authors that I feel like would do it. I think Candy Steiner would do it well.
I haven't read enough of her books to like know, but
She writes really great spice and like an angst between like within banter and stuff. I think she would do it really well.
yeah.
It wouldn't be like dark, but
Yeah. See, and that's what I think like I love about Liza James is that it's that like dark, gritty kind of
yeah.
ness,
It
like
just feels
Garen Marks, I
toxic.
feel like yeah.
It feels toxic, yeah, but
Yes.
not like too
Yes.
dark. Yeah,
Yes. Exactly.
yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I think, well, we know Sarah Kate can do it.
With
Alma Jones. I feel like
oh,
she would kill that.
or even Jesse, like Jesse
Oh, yeah.
Hall. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse too. QB would write it. Yeah.
Oh my God. I
Could
would
you
love that from
could
her.
you imagine
That would be, I think that would,
a QB sexy? Oh my
I
god.
honestly, I'm speechless just thinking about it. Like just the possibility of it. Like,
Can we message her now? Please.
QB, listen here. Can
I'm
we
gonna need
please
you to
have sex?
pause that new release or just
Mhm.
release it now and let's move forward here.
Yeah.
Okay, Lex, you have
Mhm.
to read No Tomorrow and let me know what you think.
Oh,
McKay was slumpy, so don't ask her.
yeah.
That's one of those books though that you either like it or you don't like it.
Mhm.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
Yeah. No, I feel that with Sweet Dandelion. I think you either like it or you don't. I don't think there's like an in-between kind of opinion on it. It's not one that people are gonna read and just be like, nah, whatever. It's because I think it's not this, they're not like comparable, but they're both heavier. They both deal like they have to go through a lot. They're both
Yeah.
single POVs.
And if you're not in the right headspace to read a book like that too, you're not going to connect. You're not going to connect. And I think that makes a huge difference. Yeah. I don't know. But I think if Carrion Cole's books have worked for you before, then I think you have a higher chance of loving it because it's similar to a lot of hers. But like you, McKay, if you're kind of like neutral to her, I can see why.
Yeah. I've only read 2 now. And so I have Don't Kiss the Bride because that was like a free ebook like a year ago or something. So I've had that on my Kindle for a long time. And then I still want to read Tide. So those are kind of like the one, I'll probably choose one of those and kind of be like my last attempt. And then I feel like if I don't click, then it's kind of like, then I just don't think she's the author for me.
I love Don't Kiss the Bride. That was so good. I think if you would like any her, I think that would be it because of the age gap too.
Okay.
Did you hear about that new I don't even think it's new, but I downloaded it, the series. I don't know if it's a series or if it's duet, but it's like Off Balance. It's coach athlete and she's 17 and he's 33.
No, don't even start. It's not like Off Balance in the fucking slightest.
Oh, that's the one that you read?
Yeah.
That's the one that you read?
Now, don't get me wrong. I like it, but it is literally nothing like Off Balance, and I hate that it's being marketed like that because it's not.
Okay. Tell me why.
So I've only read the first book, and I actually started the second one, but I put it down because the third one isn't out yet, and I heard the second one leaves on a cliffhanger, and the first one left on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, I don't want to read a second one, wait another time on a cliffhanger for the third.
Oh, this is that book that you've talked about this book.
Yes, it's that one where I was like really frustrated. I couldn't stop reading it back when I read it, but I was so frustrated with it because there's like no stakes because no one gives a fuck about their relationship. Her 80-year-old pastor grandfather or whatever finds out about it, and he's like, "I'm happy for you, sir. You're happy
Break
about
for you." Is that what it's called?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. It's one that I still genuinely think about because I think. Because there was something about it that was addictive, even though like I had my issues with it, it was still addictive. So like I still liked it. I honestly think Cheyenne, you would probably like it too, but it is nowhere near Off Balance.
Oh yeah.
The stakes are high with it, and even like like Rhea and Kova getting together took like so much more than like these two. But it's still good. But just I don't like that. I saw someone talking about it being like, it's about this, and I'm like, it's not that.
Yeah,
It's just athlete. Like that's it.
Well, that's good to know because I downloaded it too. I don't want something that is like Off Balance, like because I don't think you can compare to that. But I love the coach athlete thing, and I don't think it's really done that much. Yeah, and I like when books are like. I don't need like a 5-book series, but I like duets, especially when it ends on a cliffhanger that leaves that kind of angst that makes you want to go into the next one. So
yeah,
normally books like that are really angsty. So I'm always trying to find them, and I'm like, okay, well maybe I'll try it, but now, no.
It's good. I'm waiting. Like I will finish it. I'll finish the series. I'm waiting, but I'll wait until book 3 is out. Which actually, I thought was it supposed to come out actually in this month? I need to find that. And the covers are so good. These are great covers on them too. Heal for Me. Oh my god, it was literally just published on the 24th. Okay.
Figuring it.
Yeah, then I still have Leave Me Broken downloaded, so then I will jump back in at some point and finish it. But even like the cover, like the covers are just good on it too. Like fuck, I like it. Just not Off Balance.
Yeah, see, that's like you're stretching it when people compare it to a series that's so epic like that. If it doesn't match up.
Well, and I think because the components of off balance that make it good like that is like the toxic. When granted, this one's toxic too, but it's like the push and pull between Rhea and Kova, how they truly have like like a similar drive and like a similar ambition. And there's the cheating, there's her illness, there's her parents, there's all these other elements to it, where in this one it really is like them being coach athlete is like the only thing that I would say is similar, and it being toxic because it's like this big age gap. Like I don't know.
Yeah. And I wonder, like, is the age gap done well? Because, you know, like, off balance, I don't even feel the age gap.
Mm-mm.
Like, unless it's said, it doesn't even occur to me. Other than, like, when Rhea's immature, but when she has her moments.
I think the heroine in this one has her moments like that where she's kind of immature, but I think more so where, you know how like Kova cares at the gym of like keeping it like he's like, you can't like do like, we're not having our relationship in the gym play out here and like in front of other people, you know, like in front of the other gymnasts, how he's like a little colder to her and like pushes her, where like this dude, they're like hooking up in his office and he like doesn't care that like anyone sees. Like other students are seeing, and it's like, oh well, they probably won't say anything.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, yeah, that's not realistic. Yeah, I mean, none of it's realistic, but not.
But don't get me wrong, I like the book. It sounds like I'm shitting on it. I'm not. I like it, but you just,
it's because you're comparing it. You're comparing it. You're like, Lucia wouldn't write it like this.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, I think You Tell Me What You Want is going to be so freaking good. I'm so excited.
Very excited for it.
So we'll just chat about that. I think we said, what, the 25th of October? Yeah. October 25th. Same time, 8 Eastern Standard, 7 Central Time.
Yep. It'll be on my channel.
On the case. And yeah.
Yeah. We should send the invite to Lucia and be like, hey, want to pop on?
Make sure we like it first.
I think it's gonna be a good one.
I know. I mean, we need a really good win. I feel like we haven't been terrible with them, but I mean,
I still think, what was
Deconstructing Delilah?
Probably that and the Frat Boy, I think, are the two that, like, the two highest ones we've had.
Yeah.
Because last month's, nope.
Maybe we should, like, have people, you know, give us ideas of books that they want to see us read.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially because then we only have 2 months left of the year. What else have we read? Oh, because then we had Brazen. Then we had Deanna, the dirty, crazy bad that we Deanna.
Bad Chad.
Bad Chad. Yeah, and then Girl Going Nowhere. So.
Oh, that book was so bad.
Yeah. And then the Brittany Nicole one, The Deadly Gossip.
Oh, yeah.
And we had one other one. We're missing one because I feel like we've had two. Oh, Phil.
The one that neither one of us read.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. I was excited for that one too, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, and we had Undulate.
Oh, a win, actually. Yeah. Okay, that's probably like my favorite of them all.
Yeah.
Have you read Unveil yet? I don't think you have you?
No, but I want to.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
I need to. See, that was one of the ones I was going to put on my TBR. I always forget this after I do it.
Yep.
So I'm like, I feel like there's so many books to read and I'm just forgetting about all of them.
Yep. And normally I always forget about new releases. Like I always go on my Goodreads and like look through like my want read of being like, what have I been staring at for a while? I'll go through my screenshots and I always forget about new releases. I like just forget that they're coming out existing.
Yeah, screenshots. Me too. I have so many screenshots of random ones.
Yeah. I always use that time on like whenever I'm on an airplane to like go through and finally clean out that folder and like put them over in my notes app to be like, okay, these are the ones you actually need to go through and add.
Oh. You have to let us know.
Yeah, I love that. I didn't DNF at page 2.
That's, yeah. Like her books are probably very unpredictable.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Well, I think that's it.
yeah.
Right. Thanks for reading. If you guys read with us, and
Mhm.
don't tell me no. Or what is it?
Tell
Yeah.
me what you want.
Tell me what you want. I combined this week's or this month with next month.
It was close enough.
Don't tell me no. Tell me what you want. By
Yep.
Lucy Franco for October. McKay's channel, October 25th,
Yep.
8 Eastern, 7 Central. We'll post all that out and all that per usual, but hopefully you guys read along with us. And I think that's it. Thanks for tuning in and chatting.
Thanks.
Oh,
Bye.
yes. Okay, bye.
Bye,
Bye, guys.